E.T.'s time. What the? Oh, it sounds like, what the hell are those? Well, that's a dancer. That makes more sense. That's not even looking at anything. Ugh. Did it switch to nighttime? Is that what happened? It's technically looking at something, but not really. What's going on here? When's the 25th? Friday. Shit. That's not good. Ooh, pretty. Did I? No. I was like, I definitely did not. But yeah, we're doing some Final Fantasy XIV today. Try to get through some more MSQ. The usual. Oh, it's gone, Kraz. That's cute. Wow. Fluffy panda. Look at the little piggy. Small. Itty bitty. And it jumps around. Dealt the local brick wall in Elden Ring. Nice. Small Muglin. Oh, that's pretty cool, actually. Like, I guess where your light stuff. Yeah. So small. And a side note, I ended up going through my mod list for Cyberpunk and updating some stuff. I'm probably gonna test it out and see how it's looking stability wise and if we're gonna have to get rid of some stuff before the major patch. We shall see. Straight up looking at ass. This is a bunch of booty. Oh boy. Oh, that's cool. Wow. Very fancy. Almost looks like a really goofy, like, Soul Calibur or Soul Edge kind of thing. Those are crates. Oh, Radon. Nice. Congratulations. Yeah, Elden Ring is something that we've had on the throne list for forever. But we haven't really gotten to play that. We'll probably go through the entirety of AC6 before that actually happens. Still looking forward to that, though. No way. Huh? Yeah, I guess that figures. So the Splatfest team money ended up winning. That's fun. And it was a two-way tie between the other two. Wow. Okay. A two-way tie as opposed to what, right? But yeah. I guess when there's 3 categories. But yeah, let's get rolling here. So, we're out of our Sentai outfit into our goofy shit. I might try to slap some glam for that later, but I gotta figure all that out. But we're gonna be doing some more main story. What the hell were we doing? Oh, we gotta go to Snowcloak. That's right. Everybody's favorite place. I want to say we're on the cusp of either doing another, like, duty or just having to go through another instance pretty soon. Not sprint. I'll eat this too. Fucked up. There we go. Whoop. No, the other way. The other way. Go that way. Get in there. God, he's gonna demand from Mr. Man over there. Oh lord. It's all gonna go so well. None of it will be bad at all. My kingdom for another aetherite, I beg. All these death alligators. Okay, so everyone's still here. Just chilling. No, no, no. Down. There you go. Alfino's here. Oh, one Brita's here, that's right. Oh my. Trust in the power of the white aetherite, Gustav. And in me, of course. The power of the crystals. I think it's just these two this time. Yeah. Alfie. Good to see you. I was starting to wonder if you were having second thoughts. I don't know, I could also just get lost in the live stream, you know, no big deal. But I should not distract you from the matter at hand. We can discuss the Ivy upon your return. I trust that, by which I mean to say, the others are waiting for us at the Aetherite. After you, Scion. Sure, no problem. I don't remember now. Also, everyone's clothes are going insane. There, it's ready. Yeet. Okay, she's gonna chug it. Oh, at least I didn't have to traverse all this again. Huh, it worked, I think. Try attuning to the Aetherite now. Feel for the current and try to locate the beacon. And survey said, we have done all we can. For now, let us withdraw. When your final preparations are complete, you must seek out the beacon we have created. By the grace of the 12, you arrive safely. You must stop the Ice Heart before she summons Shiva. You know that's not gonna happen. I'm gonna get some ice in my eye or some shit, and he's gonna be like, ah, it's too late. You gotta go fight Shiva. Does it actually land us here, though? How much room do we have? Not a whole lot. Listen. Actually, I'll just eat it. Nom nom. Slide this one in here. Okay. Should that be the case, she may attempt to hasten the completion of the summoning ritual. And if she succeeds, you will have little choice but to face Shiva in battle. Knowing little of this saint, I cannot say if your own strength will suffice. And so I would encourage you to call upon your allies. I don't have friends in this game. They don't exist in this server. Some may have reservations about wagering their lives on the success of one Breeda's experiment, but others will surely agree that desperate times call for desperate measures. Ah, before you assemble your party, pray speak with that knight. I believe he has a message for you for Sir Emmerich. I am so thrilled to have to play with randos again. I have a mind to join you, but Urian J made me promise I wouldn't. Apparently the thought of me becoming Shiva's thrall was too much to bear. As if I'd give her the chance. Sir Emmerich regrets that he could not be here in person, and asks that I read you this letter. Ishgard faces an unprecedented threat. Yet in our hour of need, it is not her knights who stand poised to defend her. Warrior of Light, Savior Eorzea, your deeds this day shall not be forgotten. Where others would flee, you chose to remain, and where others would falter, you rise to the challenge. Where others would use their gifts to selfish ends, you wield yours in service to a greater cause. May Halone bless you in your good fortune and see you safely home. Well, isn't that nice? Now give me a bunch of money. Regular ass duty. I was gonna say, that's not what we're looking for. Yeah, we gotta do the amphitheater. And it's hard, which means I can't use NPCs. Yay. I love playing with people. It's my favorite. I'm so glad I have to do this all the time now. Like how the heretics get some metal around a crystal for whatever reason that serves. It's like, oh, just to make sure, you know, it doesn't fall apart at a moment's notice. Who the hell knows? Whee! Oh, no reason to stay here. Let's wander around for a little bit while we wait. So thankfully, by the time they get... I think it's the next patch. The bulk of these... At least for, around this point, should actually have... NPCs and stuff. Because that was one of the bigger announcements that they had. During the, fest a while back. So hopefully by then these will go a little bit faster. This is gonna take forever. What's with their arms? Damn, we've only gotten like one other person. That sucks. Oh yeah, we already did this. Sweet. Yep. No. What the fuck? It's not lupus? That's fucking funny. Oh my god. Alright. Are we just killing you? It's literally called cancer. Should I kill you first? Oh, the crab's not happy. Oh, shit. I got smushed. Damn. That crab does not play, apparently. Wait. I hear fireworks. Oh, it's probably over here somewhere. Nope. Ah, there they are. The hell? That's pretty though. Wait, no, that's the wrong way. Oh, you know what I should check on while we're waiting. Cause that other venture that we did should be done. Yeah, there we are. Hey, what do we get? Shoes and duck bills. I can't reassign. it out. Let's go. Well, time to run with a bunch of random people who have probably done this a billion times and not understand anything. But it sure looks cool.
You should never have come here, warrior of light.
Alright, now you're just sounding like a raider. Never should have come here.
Peace.
Uh-huh.
A peace you would deny us out of ignorance and blind faith. No matter. If it is our fate to be at odds, then it is mine to strike you down.
Uh-huh. Oh god, not a good time for a brain blast.
Men have forsaken shall be the instruments of our own deliverance. Partake of my flesh.
Oh, her hair's looking crunchy.
Walk amongst your brothers.
I'm just gonna assume that's because of the way the old models are.
Oh, Saint Shiva, still the hatred within our hearts and bless us with eternal grace.
Uh-oh. Ooh, pretty. As usual, making Shiva extra as hell. Although, admittedly, she's looking more like Mortal Kombat Shiva at this point. Jesus. Alright, well. Get away. Okay. What? Yo, diamond dust? Let's go. That's pretty hot. Oh, we're getting lyrics in this bitch? Okay. So you put paint back on. Don't fucking move that shit. Oh boy, wait. Hey. It's probably faster than it was supposed to be. So that's hot. Also, yeah, I think this is the first instance of it being like a transformation as opposed to a flat out summon, right? That's interesting. Meep. Goodbye. You over here limping? No. Not looking too good though. A little EP. What's the matter for you? Got beat up.
Fool. Blind, bloody fool.
Oh, you gonna say something ominous now?
You, of all people, should understand the suffering war begets. That no sacrifice is too great if it brings an end to the violence. Mine is the righteous cause. You fight in a war you do not understand. A pawn of liars and schemers. And they are no less ignorant than you, following the creed of their fathers without question, never thinking to ask why. Trapped in a delusion of their own creation, and blind to the truth. Warrior of light, redemption is not beyond us. We who walk before may lead those who walk after. Seek the keeper of the lake. See with eyes unclouded.
Oh boy. Things see, feel.
Do not squander Mother's gift.
Mother's gift. Was she attuned as well with that other? Interesting.
Here.
Yeah, there it is. Feel. Think. Also, one hell of a backdrop. Meanwhile, of course, another Organization 13 motherfucker shows up. Hi.
And so
Oh, he's got some chops on him. Look at this.
a predictable outcome.
Yes.
Nevertheless, La Habrea will be pleased. How unfortunate.
Yeah. It's been pretty consistent so far. Look at that little baby. Oh. Alfino took off? Just to see rice balls. By the 12, you're alive. I mean, of course you're alive. Why wouldn't you be? I bet you almost sent me to die. Iceheart did what? And you're certain about that, are you? Shenanigans are skilled with glamours, after all. Glamours? Yeah, I don't think that was a glamour, ma'am. Look, if what you say is true, I believe you. No, if you say what you saw, I believe you. It's just that I've never heard of a primal being summoned like that before. Are you sure you're not injured? Head trauma has been known to cause hallucinations, you see. No? Fair enough. I was only asking. Like, everyone's like, I don't like that. The weird thing is that she was tired, but she survived and was able to just kind of fuck off. So the transformation, I guess, took the brunt of that damage. That kind of sucks, if that's the case. Moen Brina remains unconvinced that you have not sustained a head injury. You sure you didn't fall down? You didn't $1 million baby yourself? Please, God, tell me that that's a concussion speaking. Right? Like, I don't want to hear about this dumb new primal meta bullshit. Don't you be telling me this. But before that, you had best pay a visit to Whitebrim Front and speak with Alfino. He's probably worried sick about you. That or he's busy playing politics with the Gish Guardians. Either way, I'm sure he'll be delighted to see you hale and healthy. Speaking of which, you don't have a headache or anything, do you? No? Blurred vision? Oh, no reason. See you again soon. Desperate for the diagnosis, like, please. Please spare me from the nonsense. There's no way that you just saw a bitch fucking henching into an entire summon. None at all. Never mind that we've had people soul hopping already. So we got possession, we have summons, and now we have transformations. What's next? It's probably up here somewhere. Not in the door, the other door. Yeah, because he's talking to what's his name. Ooh. This thing is so fucking tall. I still remember the first time you entered these chambers. Suffice it to say, I never imagined that I would one day be so glad of your return. Welcome, my friend. Welcome. Oh, Amaric's here too. Oh, yo, he's got the fucking... Look at him. Oh, he's a samurai too, I think. Nice. That you stand here now is proof of your mission's success. Pray be's the Halone. Oh, you're still here. The Taciturn, Temple Knight. It is customary to report one's commanding officer after completing a mission. I mean, you're right. I don't know about that, buddy. You sure? You sure that's you? There he is, and none the worse for wear. Was there ever any doubt that the Warrior of Light would succeed? I think I speak for us all when I say I should like nothing more than to hear the stirring tale of your victory, if you would be so kind. Well, it kinda was, but not really. Then we were too late to prevent the summoning. Be not too late, but not too late to prevent further loss of life. An outcome worthy of celebration. I really want to assume that this sword actually like glows or something crazy, because that's a hell of a blade. And one for which we have Gustav to thank. Yes, you're right, of course. You're right, of course, Sir Emmerich. We should be content with what we have accomplished. Damn right, now go let me nap. I, for one, could not have wished for a better outcome. Shiva is no longer a threat, and the heretics have been routed. Aye. There is the matter of the Ice Heart's escape, but she cannot run forever. Whether it takes days, weeks, moons, or even years, my knights will find her. In the meantime, little Dreamont, is the caravan ready? The supplies that your men recovered have been prepared for transport, in accordance with your wishes. Rest assured that my knights will see them safely to Revenant's Toll. Of that I have no doubt. I take it there are the self-same supplies the heretics stole from the house of Fortom caravan? Lest the crystals were compromised in the bulk of the shipment, yes. Scarcely a fraction of that of which it was promised, but a meaningful contribution to your cause all the same. And on an unrelated note, Gustav, might I trouble you to accompany me to Camp Dragonhead in your earliest convenience? 'Tis not for my benefit. A certain lord was most distressed when he learned of your intent to risk life and limb to stop Iceheart. It took half a dozen knights to restrain him, I am told. What? Men give to vent their anxieties in a myriad of ways. Pray, do not think less of him. Was he gonna go march over there and slap the Aetherite like, let me in? I trust you will not discuss the events that transpired in Snowcloak too openly. The heretic is dead. The Lord of the Night High Houses know of your deeds. That is what matters. Oh, I was like, why is he trying to be all? But it's because there's a traitor. Yeah. We had to bust that other informant that was here. Yeah. Get the fuck out. Actually, what am I doing? I can just fucking... I can just teleport there. No. It's not the right button. Go. Whee! Alright. I always forget. As if it's not like emblazoned with flags and every other manner of bullshit. Like a... Oh, look at him all plated up. Fancy. If our business here is concluded, we should attend to Sir Emmerich and the intercessory. No. I didn't even talk to him yet. What are you talking about? What is this? Oh, it's the Barts. Oh, and he disappeared. Goodbye. What were you thinking? Wagering your very being on a dubious theory which might allow you to enter Iceheart's lair, knowing full well that she could have sufficient forewarning to complete her ritual to summon Shiva anyway? And then engaging the abomination in mortal combat. By the fury, Gustav, 'tis the stuff of ballads, a battle for the ages. Would that I had been there to fight by your side. Yet here I was, forced to wait, condemned to wonder the fate of the dear friend for a veritable eternity. I would not wish such torture on my most hated enemy. But you are here now, and that is what truly matters. Let us move on. Sir Emmerich wished to have words with you and Master Alfino in private. He awaits us in the intercessory. Sadly, the dude's armor also eats up the head slot. Yeah, like, I don't know if the amount of armor that has actually trumps whatever you could have at that point. Not to mention the extra stats per piece. It's a weird choice. Like, maybe early on there has to be some sort of advantage or something, but like, realistically, no. Yeah, greetings, sir. I shall sell you in at once.
On behalf of the Holy See of Ishgard, allow me to express my deepest thanks.
It looks like part of his hair is like grafted onto his face. It's ever so blurry. It's gonna be kind of interesting to see some of these guys when they do the model updates. I wonder if that's gonna affect in-game cutscenes like this. Hopefully.
Never before have we been required to contend with a primal. Indeed, there were fears in some quarters that our knights might not be equal to the task. From what we have now learned of these beings, I can say with certainty that we would have lost a great many men had the Scions not intervened.
Then the argument for preemptive action should be self-evident. Perchance now you will reconsider my proposal that Ishgard move against Natalan.
No.
Ere we first met, a similar proposal was tabled, but the Holy See decreed that we were to observe and that military action should be taken only in self-defense. All things considered, it was not an unreasonable decision. Since the calamity, 2 vigils have fallen to the Horde, while Garuda has never shown any inclination to storm the gates of judgment.
Even though he had to go beat Garuda's ass.
This unprecedented crisis and its resolution may prompt a change in policy.
Yep, literally in your backyard.
You who have faced these primals know well the threat they pose. Ishgard did not. Not until now. And there is naught like a brush with death to change a man's outlook.
True that.
At the very least, this should silence any lingering objections to our arrangement with Revenant's Toe.
Never mind that the church is probably in cahoots with some of this shit, since they've already
See
seen that.
may even feel moved to grant us its formal endorsement.
So far as it is possible, the Scions shall be compensated for their service.
Ooh.
We should be grateful for any aid you can provide.
What do you got?
As a gesture of good faith, I shall withdraw my previous request. Your people are doubtless needed elsewhere.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That will not be necessary. We too have a vested interest in watching Dravania's movements.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Once more, I must thank you.
technically he's spreading himself thin, but that is true. We still need to observe this area, so that is what it
Sir
is.
Emmerich, if I may, do you truly believe that Midgard Zoma could return?
The heavens are a window unto truth, but those who interpret their movements are not infallible. I requested your involvement as a precautionary measure.
But of course, you sought an excuse to compensate us from the first, mindful of what would happen if Revenant's toll were taken by your enemies.
We're literally like a bulkhead for them.
Ishgard is not wont to aid its neighbors, but that does not preclude it from manipulating them to serve its own interests.
Duh. We're a meat shield, baby.
Choose your next words carefully.
What are you gonna do?
Do you know what sort of man becomes Lord Commander of the Temple Knights? One who comes from good stock. I did not. Yet here I am. Now, why do you suppose that is? Because I swiftly learned to tell the difference between words, deeds, and beliefs. You are correct, Master Leveilleur. Ishgard desires to see Revenant's toll flourish, as it would present a troublesome obstacle to our enemies from the south.
We are so glad to be of use to you.
As we are to you. Ours is a mutually beneficial arrangement, lest we forget, one born of necessity. The dragons grow more restless by the day, and the heretics harry us nigh without cease. We have contended with such troubles for centuries, but there are limits to even our endurance. Yet as a pauper is loath to part with his meager possessions, the leaders of Ishgard are not wont to render up their trust to outsiders. But with perseverance on our part, they may yet be made to see the light. Nevertheless, one must take care when walking the road less traveled.
Wise words, Sir Emmerich. I shall make a point to remember them.
He will probably still bitch if they don't cooperate fast enough, though. Alfie is many things, including very impatient.
I must apologize for my earlier outburst. I hope it will not sour our good relations.
Not at all. You but spoke from the heart. I trust you understand that at times my duties may prevent me from meeting with you. On such occasions, my second-in-command will speak for me.
Lucia, at your service.
There, now we got her name.
Pray excuse our reticence. We are but wary of speaking too freely, lest our sentiments be made known to our enemies. Know that the Lord Commander and I are of one mind. For the sake of Ishgard, and of Eorzea at large, I pray our peoples can put aside their differences. Those who dwell in the past risk losing sight of their future.
Should aught befall one of our shipments, pray inform Lucia immediately. You may also relay to her any words you might have for me alone. Not being of Ishgardian birth, she owes no allegiance to any noble house, making her as near to incorruptible as one can find in my homeland. Suffice it to say, I trust her completely, and so may you.
I wonder if that's gonna play into anything later.
Which reminds me, Lord Orchefort, if you would be so kind.
Certainly.
In times such as these, trust is ever in short supply. Mayhap this will go some way to rectify the problem.
Real talk, the way he just kind of walked up to him, I thought he was gonna bip him upside the head. It's like, what?
Recent attacks, as well as our interrogation of the merchant you detained.
Sir Emmerich, I cannot thank you enough.
Think nothing of it. Ishgard may be many things, but it is no friend to Garlemald.
Did I not tell you to have faith, my friend?
Quest complete! Ooh. Another baby step done. Oh, I was like, what the... Popito. With one reason to celebrate, Alfina looks rather grim. Oh boy. It would seem we have much to discuss with our friends at the Rising Stones. Hello, Nimbus. If what you say is true, Iceheart's method of summoning Shiva defies all precedent. It necessitates a complete reprisal of the primal threat, and of our approach to combating it. Moreover, are grave ramifications if a word of this incident reaches Imperial ears. Oh god, yeah, like they're just gonna start transforming out of nowhere. The Garlean Empire believes that primals are an insufferable menace, that their mere existence is a threat to this very star. As such, they deem any action taken against beast tribes to be justified by default. Imagine then, if it became known that it was not only the beast tribes of Eorzea that could summon primals, but their civilized peoples as well. Any lingering objections to the Eorzean campaign would vanish overnight. Where before we had to contend with a single Imperial Legion, we could well find ourselves facing the combined might of all Garlemald. But I speak unadvisedly. Come, it is better that we continue this conversation in Mordona. Okie dokie, I guess I'll see you there. Yeet. Oh, I can't wait to get rid of the skirt. Give me another chest piece, please. I beg. I look goofy. Then again, this visor, not as bad as the hat we had before, but probably not super great either. Also, I shouldn't be surprised that there's a Yuna outfit. Very pretty. So fancy. No. Looks like I have a fucking deck of cards on my fucking gooch. Wait. Oh, it's the lighting. I was like, why does she have something like blue outfit on now? What the hell? True, young leaders can be more amenable in new ideas. Then again, their lack of experience and influence can hinder their ability to enact reforms. I do not fault Sir Emmerich for being less than forthcoming with his beliefs. Not even the Highborn are beyond the reach of the Inquisition. Oh, what's going on? There's little fortune and far less fame in being a receptionist, but one must be realistic. Also, it would seem that I was grossly misinformed regarding the average earnings of a street performer. Yeah. Forgive me. I thought I had prepared enough meals for everyone, but the others were most hungry. That's some shit. I didn't even think about that. Like, oh boy, I can't wait to get home and try to get some food. It's all gone. Thank you. Our stocks of wine have nearly run dry. That Charlene scholar is drinking us out of house and home. Oh god. She's just fucking... Oh no. Sacred, what happened? You fool. What you two do is your own business. Don't say I didn't warn you. Hey, I gotta say, you're pretty... You're alright. Trying to tumble the table now, are we? Don't give up yet, boy. Line him up. He's dying. You're killing this man. Ooh. Damn it, I missed Atari's juggling part. You sure did. What's going on, Gundam? No more juggling. A sip before practice, a sip after practice, and all too often a sip during practice. I do believe Mombrita is having quite a bad influence on you. Uh-oh, he's going through a stint of drinking. Calm yourself, Cotenay. It's just a little sip after practice. Clear out the cobwebs. No end. Oh god. I guess everybody that's in here. Time to see what the hubbub is gonna be. Just you, huh?
Words cannot well express how glad I am to see you return to us hale and whole. Needless to say, I am most eager to hear your account of that which occurred in Curthis, assuming you're ready to speak of it. Excellent. I shall summon the others at once.
It ain't looking good.
Iceheart used her own body as a vessel for a primal soul?
Master Louisoir's writings make no mention of such a possibility. Can we be certain this entity was a primal?
As certain as we can be that good King Mogglmog XII was a primal, I should think. Both were ostensibly summoned.
Let's not quibble over definitions. Of more concern is the implication that Iceheart retained her will, even after she was possessed. We are talking about a mortal, wielding the power of a primal.
Yep.
It can't possibly be that easy, can it? There must be some sort of sacrifice required. Or maybe she's just special?
Oh, I'll see you when someone else tries to do it.
What qualities this woman possesseth, I know not. But full sure am I that she was groomed for this role. Few are privy to the secrets of summoning, and but a single party standeth to profit from their dissemination.
Well, I wouldn't presume to comment on how the lass came to know about summoning, but I will say that what she summoned was a primal. The readings were the same, or near as, damn it. Strange as it all sounds, it's really no different from what you've faced before.
Then mayhap it is time that we re-examined our previous encounters.
Pack your things, Ida. We're going back to Gridania.
More research.
About Iceheart's final words to you.
They sound awfully familiar.
Feel.
Yep.
Think. Hydaelyn speaks to her as well.
Yep.
If Iceheart is blessed with the power of the Echo, she will doubtless have used it to further her goals. Or could it be that it was a revelation granted her by the Echo which first set her on this path? She did say that the Ishgardians were blind to the truth. Do you think she has knowledge of the origins of the Ishgardian-Dravanian War? It would do much to explain her unwavering conviction.
It is possible.
Did not the Lady Iceheart implore thee to seek the Keeper of the Lake? And did she not imply that in so doing thou wouldst come to see with eyes unclouded?
Midgard-Zoma was a king amongst kings who reigned for centuries on end. But he is dead and his wisdom lost to the ages. Unless the Ishgardians' fears are well-founded, it would seem we have yet another reason to stand watch over the Keeper of the Lake. For a mercy, we are well positioned to do so. Iceheart, Shiva, Ascians, and Midgard-Zoma. I shudder to think how they're all connected.
Well, I guess I'll find out soon enough. And we're probably gonna get a lot of pushback trying to find out. Ooh, another coffer. I mean to scour the annals of the knowledge of Midgar Summer. Given his great age, I dare say he appears in more than a few. Do you hear that? The commotion outside. Would you see if aught is amiss? What could it be? What are you doing out here? Shut up. I don't think anyone else is really moved. It's just these guys. "'Tis well that you are on hand. We have a problem. Royale has escaped." What? It happened shortly after the Immortal Flames took her into custody. She had been placed in a dungeon cell ahead of her coming trial, but apparently the accommodation was not to her liking. The turnkey was found slain along with 2 guards. 'Tis plain that she received inside help. Citizens reporting seeing Royale quitting the city and via the Gate of Null. With a bloodied spear in her hand. Oh shit. She makes for Casa Meridianum. I am certain of it. With her fate in Eorzea as good as sealed, what recourse does she have but to flee to her Imperial masters? Even as we speak, Captain Ilverd and the First are hot upon Royale's heels. Pray make haste to Camp Blue Frog and join the hunt. Okay. Totally nothing bad will happen if we try to investigate. Man, I was gonna say, it hasn't been an hour yet. We blew through. Oh, because it's 59. A brand new stick. Joy upon joys. Amazing. I do wonder what it'll give us though. Should also check something. I do on its face still. Yep, that's good. Ooh. Still, really? F4. That's kind of crazy. Well, damn. Time to go to Blue Fog. Hey, Ilberd. Oh my god, stop yawning. But thanks for coming, Scion. I have spoken with the soldiers here. They say that the rail walked through the camp not a bellico. Aye, she walked right through, you did not mishear. We have Raban's decision to keep her matter secret to thank for that. Bad morale, he said. As a result, not a single flame in the garrison made any attempt to detain her, and so here we are. Rael must not be allowed to reach Castor Meridianum. Oh, so this explains the other route then. Whee! Oh, I got you, Claude. Finally. What? What's all this? Oh, you Hase's here. Was all that really necessary? I had better be compensated for the additional exertion you caused me. Duty calls. Okay. That dude's hair, right? Was Resh was with Royale. He threw himself out of that his mistress might escape. She didn't even blink when we cut him down. Not even when he started screaming. No loyalty even to her own, the goddamn harpy. With me, Siam, we almost have her. Time to go beat that ass, I guess. You gotta let me in and wear your papers, bitch. Oh. There's only a few of us here. Oh boy. Something in here is loud. There we go. Oh shit, claw. Oh, fuck. Getting really out of hand. Oh my god. Bind her and do it tight. Yes, sir. I'm assuming we're just gonna keep her under our custody at this point. Good work, men. She and her imperial cronies pushed us close, but we were better. And behold, a respected officer of the Immortal Flames. People looked up to you as one of the Order's founding members, one of its pillars. It saddens me to see you have fallen so low. What would you know of low? You, a spoiled little lordling who has never known any wants. People such as you take wealth and birth for granted. You think it's our God's given right to rule over others. You know not of our plight, the injustice that we low-bordish guardians must endure. To noble lords and ladies, we are not people, but resources to be consumed. I did what I had to do to survive. stealing, killing, even whoring myself. It is no fault of mine if fools imagined me a paragon when I joined the flames. To hear you tell it, one would think you were the only person ever to have suffered. In case you have forgotten, Raban himself was born into poverty, as was I. We lived hand to mouth with little more than the shirts on our back. Hunger was our constant companion. Yet never did we bemoan our lot in life, nor did we begrudge others our fortunes, or their fortunes. We accepted the hand that we had been dealt and played it to the best of our ability. Life was a battle, aye. But no matter what fate threw at us, we took it on the chin and came back for more. Everything we have, we fought for. How are we any different then? 'Tis true that we were both mercenaries of lowly birth. And 'tis true that we both had our fair share of struggles. But whereas I sold my sword, you, Marshal, you sold your comrades. If life has taught me one thing, it is that you never betray your own. I should sooner cut off my own arm than raise a hand against a friend. But enough talk. You'll return to Ul'dah to face justice, and the people who trust you have dragged through the gutter. Oh boy. Oh, hi. I joined the Crystal Parades that I might strike a blow against the Empire. Those who cast their lot with Garlemald should expect no better treatment. Not for such a hint of so much as a hint of remorse. 'Tis well that the sordid business is finally at an end. A friend's betrayal cuts deeper than steel. We must hope that we have chosen our own allies more wisely than Raban chose his.
I have heard. Truly bothersome.
Oh, this goober again.
No, I do not foresee a problem on that front. The main concern is Raban. There is no telling what the brute might do.
Why does he always do shit like this in the middle of a giant echoey room where people know he probably is gonna be?
Have the blades watch him in the flames day and night. You may leave the Sultana to me. I shall personally attend her grace.
Be funny if Raban was there, just like, you'll do what? Oh!
Sever one of the East Aldenard trade routes. That ought to keep Lolorito occupied for a while.
Doing dirt, as usual.
Nanamo ulnamo. For my sake, pray be a good little Sultana to the last.
Dun dun dun. Okay. Like Rael, I once made my way as a mercenary, and like her, I did more than a few things I'm not proud of. But never once did I betray my own. There are depths to which a man should not sink. Captain Ilbert and I have a few questions for the Flame Marshal regarding the circumstances of her miraculous escape. When we have completed our interrogation, we shall take our findings directly to General Raban, and that shall be the end of it. Your work here is done, my friend. My thanks. But I have one last task for you. Return to the Rising Stones and apprise Minfilia of all that has happened. I am aware that the antecedent held Royale in high regard. For better or worse, she'll want to know how this tale ends. Back to the old stones, then. Damn. Huh. There it is. Like, where the hell is this? Might as well see what this got. Liberator. Wait a minute. Is that literally the other one we could have gotten? It is. It looks kind of cool though. But yeah, this is the other one we could have bought. The stick. 42 strength. Comparison. Yeah, actually, it's worse. Damn, straight up. 20 item level difference. Wow, wow, wow. Looks pretty, but no. It is interesting that I think that's something we could have gotten out of the exchange, and yet it would have been a long time until we got that. And it was actually worse than what we just could have gotten with what we already had, currency-wise. So, whatever in that regard. There's a tomb. That is a tomb piece of kit, yeah. Very fancy boy. It's probably the most ahead thing that we have right now. Yeah, because most of these are all 110. This is 130. Oh, what's the visor? Yeah, the visor is also 130. It might just be that they're, on average, what we can get right now for the exchange is all just like 130 or so.
Welcome back, my friend. I have already received word from Alfino.
Except for the Liberator.
To think that Flame Marshal Ryu was the god
Ryu.
I know not what to say.
Ryu. What? What accent is that? Ryu. Because that's double L, but as a Y, which is like a couple of different things do that. Does French do that?
Together
Maybe.
with Robon, Aline lent us much needed aid at the time of our order's founding. She was particularly passionate about the need to tackle
Your Rixivish Guardian. Yeah, pretty much. Had the sphere for a little bit until Heaven's Sword,
When
yeah.
we discussed the subject, her eyes fairly shone with determination. Whatever else she may have been, I choose to believe that it was her true self with whom I spoke then. But now is not the time to dwell on such matters. I have an important announcement to make regarding our effort to defeat the Asians. We shall begin as soon as everyone is assembled. My thanks for coming, friends. Moonbreeder, the floor is yours.
By now, I'm sure you're all familiar with white auricite, the miraculous material that'll allow us to capture Asian souls. Back at Snowcloak, we verified its ability to absorb vast amounts of ether. Alas, it leaves something to be desired in the area of stability. The stone can only store ether for a short while before expelling its contents.
In addition to auricite's inherent limitations, we must needs be wary of our enemy's strength. Our foe draweth upon an infinite wellspring of power. Even should we succeed in entrapping him, the stone will not long contain his wrath.
Meaning that, if we want to kill the swine, we'll have to be quick about it.
As always.
'Tis our belief that an Asian soul may be permanently undone, if smitten by a sufficiently concentrated burst of pure ether.
Just an ether beam?
The only trouble is, we can't say for sure how concentrated the burst needs to be. Without knowing how much ether an Asian soul is composed of, we're basically guessing.
Time to start shooting Asians with fucking ether ray guns.
Our
Beam
soul
technology.
lieth in thy struggle with La Habrea.
During that encounter, Heidelin bid you forge what she called a Blade of Light. A weapon which took the form of a luminous stream of energy. Based on your description, we believe the blade with which you vanquished your foe was composed of ether. Admittedly, your victory proved ephemeral, as La Habrea was able to use a crystal of darkness to flee into the space that lies between our world and the void. The fact remains, however, that Heidelin placed the means to destroy the Asians in your hands.
It's
Be that
true.
as it may, it would be unwise to assume that she will do the same when we next encounter such a foe.
Quite so, my lady. We must needs find the means to forge our own blade of ether. one to equal that which Heidelin did benevolently bestow upon her champion.
I wonder if the different weapons that we have during limit breaks are kind of based on that idea too. And they kind of glow like that.
Good, but it seems to me that producing such a blade will require a prodigious quantity of ether. Whence will it come, pray tell?
Oh, what if we had 2 pieces of white orosite? One to trap the Ascian, and the other to store the ether for the blade.
Oh, nice try. But it's as I said, the stone won't hold ether for any length of time. We'd still need to collect the stuff there and then, sorry to say.
And therein lies the rub. Finding a way to create the blade whenever and wherever we choose.
It would seem more research is in order.
I'm going to linger a while, perform a few more tests on the orosite. And I could do with some help. Orianger, why don't you lend me a hand?
As always.
Mine apologies, but I am required at the Waking Sands.
That's not true.
Lady Minfilia hath given me sole charge of the premises. 'Twould be unseemly to leave them unattended.
Minfilia's gonna tell him it's fine.
Sole charge, you say? So you're basically alone there then?
Ooh.
Well, that settles it. I'll just have to come to you.
There is no escape. Why am I still here?
Word arrived from the Sharlayan motherland. You will recall that a survey party was dispatched to investigate the incident at the Isle of Vow.
Yeah.
What they discovered was troubling, to say the least. According to the report, the isle has been erased from existence. 'Twas as if a hole had been torn in the very fabric of reality.
Aye, yet the mystery endeth not with the isle's disappearance. It hath come to light that a number of scholars in various other locales were reported missing at a similar juncture.
Like they just
What's
poofed?
more, they all had something in common with the head of the students of Baldessian. Every last one of them was researching a phenomenon called dimensional compression, or the rejoining as the ancient texts call it. I'll be damned if that's a coincidence.
Uh-oh.
All indications suggest Ascian involvement. But I sense that a force greater still is at work. The entity the dark beings call the one true god.
Oh, goody.
We must pray that my dear friend Kryle regains consciousness soon. If she bore witness to the
Oh
Isle
shit,
of Val's
Kryle's in a
final
coma.
moments, she may be able to shed some light on this mystery.
Oh, meanwhile again. Ah, okay. Sarah over there grilling Ravan.
Following the calamity, the forces of the 14th Imperial Legion entrenched themselves in strategic locations across Eorzea. So swiftly did they accomplish this, it was suspected that they had received help. To think that it came from Huayu, my right hand.
There is more. We have reason to believe that Huayu didn't deal exclusively with the 14th. She also answered to a higher authority in Garlemald. But this higher authority could not have been the Emperor. By consenting to the Media Project, Solus Zos Galvus showed himself to be more concerned about preventing the spread of primal influence than claiming Eorzea for the Empire. He would happily have seen the lot reduced to ash.
Damn.
We believe a number of high-ranking figures within the royal household were against the decision, but that they knew better than to oppose the Emperor openly. Of course, this didn't prevent them from making clandestine provisions, in which Huayu played a part.
Alas, these provisions did not prevent Dalamud from falling, and the ensuing chaos changed the face of the realm forever. Yet Eorzea survived. To all intents and purposes, the Meteor Project had failed, and the Empire was left to rue its lack of a decisive means to eliminate the primals. Until, that is, it stumbled upon the Ultima weapon.
Even before the accursed thing was dug up, it seemed to me the 14th had the might to overwhelm our weakened armies. Yet they chose to hide behind their walls. Why?
The Black Wolf was wary of making the denizens of Eorzea desperate, lest more primals emerge to bleed the land. The discovery of the Ultima weapon, however, emboldened him to resume his war of conquest in earnest.
Right, because he had a direct mean to deal with him.
But there was one in Garlemald who believed that Van Belsar's actions were premature. One who stood higher in the Imperial Army's chain of command. He ordered the Legatus to halt his advance, only to find that the Black Wolf had slipped its leash, and that the 14th now acted alone.
Ooh.
In a bid to bring Van Belsar to heel, he used the agent he had planted in Ul'dah prior to the Calamity to undermine the Legion's efforts.
A man who outranks Van Belsar, yet opposed the late Emperor's decision to annihilate Eorzea. This could only be the former High Legatus of the Garlean army, now known as Emperor Vorissos Galvus. So he was Huayu's true master.
But one of several in actual fact. We've learned that even as Huayu served the Empire's interests, she sold Imperial secrets to a certain faction in Eorzea.
Oh, come on.
In so doing, she helped to maintain the status quo, thus prolonging the conflict. Considering who stands to profit from war, it isn't hard to imagine who her other masters were.
Seven hells! You mean to say that she was a double agent?
Yeah.
Triple.
I was gonna say triple agent.
Van Belsar and the new Emperor is separate.
Yeah.
As neatly as these pieces seem to fit, one aspect of the puzzle remains unclear to me. By whose will was the Marshal feeding intelligence to the heretics? And try as I might, I fail to see how aiding their cause would profit either her Imperial or monetarist masters. Could it be that another hand is at work here? If so, Huayu must be made to reveal whose it is.
How do we not know?
Not only have I lost a trusted friend, now I must interrogate her as a stranger.
Not a pleasant task, I grant you, but a necessary one. Unless we weed out the ivy, root, stalk, and stem, it will simply grow back.
I know that full well. Those closest to Huayu have already been detained, and I will question them alongside her.
Everyone's gonna get put to the fire.
Pray keep in mind that there may be unwitting abettors among them.
All will be treated fairly. On that you have my word. Those who are innocent have no cause to fear.
You have ever been a friend of truth, General. I hope the unpleasant task of weeding out falsehood will not detain you too long. Though it be for the sake of Eorzea, doubting one's comrades is poison to the soul. And with that, I take my leave.
Well, that's that for now.
All these years, I've been made to dance to their tune. How could you, Huayu? How could you side with them? Those cankers who take from this land and give naught in return, who use their power to disempower and grow fat while the people starve. I know you can hear me, monetarist scum. Your crimes will not go unpunished. Today I will purge this land of your sickness before the eyes of the 12. I swear it.
Your boy's not happy. Oh, what are these little dolls? That's cute.
I shall have no further need of you this day. Your Grace.
The cry of a man perturbed.
Grown so grim.
Uh-oh. Wait, was she there the whole time?
Proposed caught in a reclamation bill, Talegi Adeleji has risen to greater prominence upon the backs of impoverished refugees. The monetarists were ever united in their pursuit of profit, but the man's actions have torn a rift in their ranks. They snap at each other as rabid dogs. Yet now is not the time to be bickering among ourselves.
If this bickering is a threat to law and order, might you not have grounds to dissolve the Syndicate?
Would that the solution were so simple, Admiral. Alas, my moving to dissolve the Syndicate is certain to spark outrage among the influential merchant class, whom the Cabal represents.
I mean, they pretty much just tear each other apart and go after her.
Exacerbate the current unrest, and peace would slip still further away. Be they rich or poor, natives or refugees, all who reside in Ul'dah have a right to pursue happiness. It is the duty of a ruler to protect this right. If I am to perform my duty, I must needs tread warily. It would not do to make enemies heedlessly. Were Lord Lolorito here, he would doubtless say that I have my head in the clouds.
A ruler is required to take a wide view. Try as we might to cater to all needs, some will inevitably be overlooked. As such, there shall ever be citizens who feel aggrieved. It cannot be helped. But as you have informed us, the monetarists take no view but their own. They hunger for power while the masses starve. In the absence of a common cause, it seems beyond any one individual to make Ul'dah whole.
And the presence of a Garlean agent within the Immortal Flames only makes matters worse. Even accounting for Ul'dah's historic reliance upon mercenaries, such a grievous breach of security is unprecedented. I fear this business will provide the monetarists with a rod to beat Rauban.
Oh yeah. For a while to come, even.
Eorzea can ill afford for the Immortal Flames to be dampened now. Ere long, the Garleans will turn their ravenous gaze toward our lands once more. If we are to resist their might, our nations must stand together. Yet for this to happen, our nations must be whole. Cannot be done to improve the situation in Ul'dah.
The true wealth of Ul'dah lies in the health, happiness, and hopes of her citizens. Alas, the citizens shall never know these things, so long as their lives are ruled by the ambitions of the few. The monetarists claim to represent the best interests of the people, but in sooth they desire only to manipulate them for their own selfish ends. For the government to serve the people, it must be formed of the people. For Ul'dah to move forward, it is not only the Syndicate that must be dissolved.
Nay, you jest.
She's gonna step down.
It was for no other reason than to make known to you mine intent that I requested your presence here. When I make my declaration to the people, chaos shall inevitably ensue.
Interesting.
As the last monarch in the line of Ul, I make unto you this request. Help Rauban to preserve order and protect the people. Forsake them, and you forsake yourselves. For a strong Eorzea will ever have need of a strong Ul'dah.
It's gonna completely let go of the wheel, huh?
Are you certain of this?
This almost sounds like Roland.
There is no other way. When the time is ripe, the nation shall become a true republic. Both royalists and monetarists shall cease to be. Ul'dah will no longer belong to kings or queens or merchant princes, but to her people. Rauban, forgive me for casting aside all that you have toiled for in my name. Beyond this gesture, I am powerless to help my subjects.
Dreams of Ice. Oh. Colors of Navel and Howling Eye. Do you have to unlock these? Interesting. Yeah, these are all the quests that we didn't really, like, start. Still have a couple tickets left, so we'll just blow one of those. Yeet. That was yours. What's that? And yours is World Time and Drop Dead Shiva. We got another one now. Okay. Taker wants you to vanquish Ifrit and has information to help you arrange the encounter. Confirmation has just arrived from the Immortal Flames. 'Tis as Urianger said, I fear. The Amaljar already summoned Ifrit. A confrontation with the Lord of Inferno is inevitable. I would like nothing more than to lend you my blade, but the students of Valdezian insisted that I refrain from taking the field where it concerns primals. I know not the workings of it, but it would seem the recent events have left me especially susceptible to tempering. Oh, talking to him here actually reveals that, that he's having struggles with his own abilities instead. That's why he was leaning more on his, blade work. As much as I hate missing out on the fun, for everyone's sake, I must sit this one out. Instead, I will focus on gathering and analyzing data. Now, the Immortal Flames have already conducted a preliminary investigation into Ifrit. They may well have the information that will be of use to you. Do pay a visit to the Hall of Flames and speak to Commander Swift. One last thing before you depart. Doubtless you remember Minfilia's words, but this Ifrit is a far cry from the primal you first defeated. You want to assemble more dependable comrades for the mission. Be safe, my friend. Why does it sound so blah blah? Yea, the Lord of the World slain at thy hand. 'Twas the deed of both heroic and historic, a tale to be told down the ages. I fear, however, that the terror of the Indigo Deep did slumber but briefly in the ethereal sea. The maelstrom has assured me that with unhappy certitude, that Leviathan doth stir from the abyss once more. Should this indeed prove the case, we must face the most troubling and chilling predicament. The Lord of the World is a voracious being, not less than a treasure trove of crystals, who serve to lure the entity back on one plane of existence. 'Tis folly, then, to believe that the sea-bound beastman would gather such a haul with such an impossible alacrity. The Sahagin, I believe, have been entertaining Asian guests. A threat of unprecedented magnitude now loometh over limbs of Laminsa. Take thee the swiftest road to the Maelstrom Command and offer thy stalwart service. Thy shining light must needs illuminate the ocean's darkened swell. Let's start with this one first, though. Boop. Boop. And get out of here. It does kind of suck, though. I don't want to do any of these. Yeah, I'll accept some of these other ones, because I'm sure that's going to be a thing later, too. Yep. Excuse me. Thank you for coming. The Flame General will be heartened to hear that you have answered the call. As you have already relayed to the Waking Sands, Ifrit has returned. For the sake of peace in the region, we humbly request that you vanquish him. The Primals is to be found in his domain, the Bowl of Embers. To get there, you must use the Beastman Aetherite found within the depths of Zaharak, the Amaljal stronghold. The Amaljal will have constructed their own Aethernet and salvage Aetherite shards. This being the case, you should be able to use them without problem. No doubt you already know from your fellow Scions, but the present incarnation of Ifrit is far stronger than the last. Facing it with any fewer than 7 of your Stardust comrades would be ill-advised. That is all the intelligence we had to share. The rest is in your hands. I shall pray for your victory and safe return. It's not really a mosquito. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god, I didn't fucking land. There we go. Now let's get this over with. Ah, okay. Interesting. Well, that works for me. Get out. In for Garuda Awakening. I don't know how much more often we're gonna have to go to the sand, so I'm probably just gonna... It's easier to just fucking fly. Yeet. Just sit on those for now. Oh, you do still have to do it. Look at that. But we might as well stay here and see how long it actually takes to get it done. Oops, wrong thing. This sucks. So I gotta do 3 of these bitches. Really? Ooh. I think I might have gotten that at some point. We'll probably have time to at least do this one, and then we'll just cut it off from there. Start doing Gundam. If there's no outstanding difference in terms of like cutscenes and stuff, then I'll probably just do the other ones off camera. Because having to deal with these wait times on stream is really shitty. The problem is that a lot of those quests are too involved. Like if we actually get dinged partway through a cutscene or had to do some sort of instance, then it might be hard to pull back out of it. As always, human interaction is always disruptive. Literally can't do anything else until this is done. Yep, that is correct. I don't know when though. I forget if they gave us a date or not. Yeah, during the Fan Fest they announced that. Let me see. So spring of next year is when they're talking about it. So spring 2024. We don't have a specific date yet. Nice, so should I expect? Oh, I see. So you're doing it on PlayStation. Yeah, there was I don't know how easy it is to do, but I feel like there was someone who, I think they still do. They play on PlayStation, but just do like mouse and keyboard or whatever. I don't know if you can actually switch your account between different consoles or whatnot. Because I just started on PC. I think, in fact, I think the short time that I spent with 11 a long time ago was also on PC. And yeah, it's crazy to think that that's still going on too. And they're doing events and shit even. Hey, Lucia. The only real difference is chaos. Okay. But his butt's gonna be exposed. That 6 is really bad. Yeah. Oh, well, that's awkward. Time to throw. Oh, I still won. Bye-bye. I'm ready. Back from the void. I feel safe already. What is going on behind us? Oh boy. Oh, hi. Oh shit. Well, this theme is familiar. Hell no. Oh. Well. Someone found it. Yay. Oh boy. What is this? Okay, well, that's done. Who moved my head cheese? Oh my god. Let's see. Ooh. What is that? Oh. That's neat. You feel a little prop dude. Okay. That's gonna be fun. How do you vanquish Garuda? Ah, I hear that you triumphed over Ifrit. Of course, there is no less a feat than I would expect from a warrior of light, but well done all the same. Now, I had a mind to crack open a bottle of 1547 Bacchus, but the celebration must keep. Garuda, I'm afraid to say, has also returned. As you well know, Garuda's appetite for destruction far exceeds that of other primals. Not to dishearten you, but in her latest incarnation, the appetite has become nigh insatiable. In the short time since her return, she has already wreaked tremendous havoc. You must send her back to the Aether before she can do any more damage. In the meantime, Yida and I will assist the Order of the Twin Adder in their recovery effort. When you previously faced Garuda, 'twas the Enterprise that bore you through the storm that shielded her domain. Well, that storm is a spring breeze besides what she had raised this time. No airship could hope to penetrate it. And so we must count ourselves fortunate that the Order of the Twin Adder chanced to discover a beastman aetheryte leading to the Howling Eye. Before you do aught else, I suggest that you pay a visit to the Adder's Nest and have word with Commander Cool. God bless you. We'll be able to tell you about the said aetheryte among other things. Make no mistake, the Lady of the Vortex will prove a formidable opponent, but I believe that you can weather the storm. May this all keep you safe. Commander, okay. We'll yeet over here and then we'll call it. So yeah, for the most part, nothing super crazy about that fight. Oh god. So, oh, you got the helmet that we were rocking earlier. Look at that. And so if I had time, which I probably won't, I'll try to do those on my own. That way we can move on to good intentions. But that will be all for today. Made a little bit of progress at least. We'll see what else we can get up to next time. Tomorrow is going to be us. I think we're going to bring Advanced Wars 2 back for a little bit. We'll still do some Champions of the Continent, but I do want to get some more of the missions for that done before we end up hitting our record, just so that we don't have it hanging over our heads by the time we get out. So, until then, this will also be goodbye to the YouTube people. I'll talk to you all in the next one.